We are going to be working with the Thunkable, and Thunkable is a web application that we use to make mobile apps. And the Thunkable application, it's an application that supports both the Apple and the Android users. The first thing I want every one of us to do is to go on to your browser, your web browser, your search engine. So if you are using an Apple device or a MacBook, you just go to Safari and open Safari. Now, for those of us using Android or the Windows, I would like you to open any browser. You have Chrome, Google Chrome, we have Opera, we have Mozilla, whatever you're actually using. I will advise you all to open the browser because this is a web application. And for me, I already opened my Google Chrome. So when you open your Google Chrome, you come to the search section here, or let me come over here and type Thunkable. Thunkable, spelled Thunkable, Thunkable, and you press the enter key. And the next thing we are going to do, like I said, we are going to be opening this Thunkable application. So once you click on this application, on the link rather, it opens this beautiful page. And you can actually see why Thunkable solution, integration, community, docs, resources, pricing, login, and sign up. So now this is actually not it's actually a paid application, but you also have limited access. You can use some features which are just limited for the free section. But in case you want to get access to the full package, you need to subscribe, you need to buy, you need to pay online. And for you to pay online, you're going to get to upload your codes to the Google Play Store and also to the Apple Store. That is when you get to pay. And also, this application is also very easy to use because it's a drag and drop application, just like the Scratch, just like your Finca card and the likes. The next thing we are going to do, I want every one of you to click on sign up. Now, immediately you click on the sign up, it brings you to this beautiful page that says sign in with Google, sign in with Apple, sign in with email, or create one. I already have an account, but I'm going to show you how to create one. So in case you're just signing in, everyone click on create one. And you can see it says sign up with Google, sign up with Apple, or sign up with an email. So for those of us that already have a Google account, now this application, I will advise every one of you to use your parents' Google account in case you're using a Google account because you have to be above, you must be above 16 or I think 15, yes, based on parental guidance and the likes. So, but for those of us that are above that age, you click on sign up with Google. That is if you have a Google account. For those of us using an Apple device, you can sign up with Apple, or if you are using a work email address, you can also sign up with this email here. So for every one of us, I'm going to be using sign up with Google. You click on sign up with Google and it shows this asking that which Google account do you want to use to sign up with. But I already have an account. So for those of us that don't have an account, you can log in with an account, a Google account. So once you do that, I'm going to sign already. I already have the account. And I'm going to sign up here and it will open this beautiful page here, having you to create a new account and the likes. So that is how to use this. Let me try to use a different account that I have to sign up for you all. So let's go back. Okay. Let me try to sign up with a different account. Okay, so I'm going to be signing up with an email, and the email is so for those of us that have a Yahoo Mail or a different kind of email address, I'll advise you to sign up with your email address. So this is my. So once I click on email me the link, immediately I click on this, it sends this automatically to my email box. So you open it. That is for those of you that are using different email. So it has sent me, you can see that it has sent me a link to log in and register this email address. So for those of you, you go quickly to your email. I'm going to go in and sign in with my Gmail account, which is the Tech Arena. So once I click on that, it shows me this page here. I already have this application that we're going to be using for today, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. So I'm going to open this page, and this is how the page looks like. So this is the preview. This is the web preview. This is how it looks like. And you can see this is my French translator. Yes, so this is how it should look like. And on your phone, rather, this is how it should look like on your phone. And immediately I click on anything here. Let me use hello. And I click on translate. Once I click on translate, it shows at the top here as bonjour. And I want you to actually say the same word. I click on speech. Now it's going to say bonjour. So in your own application, once you click on speak, it's going to say bonjour. And now this is because I made a translator app for French. But my students actually made theirs more beautiful by adding different pages for them to be able to translate in whatever language you want. But this is for French. And I'm also going to be trying something else. And once I click on translate, it's going to translate it at the top here, which says Pouvez-vous ajouter you. So I don't know how to speak French though. I'm still learning. And I'm going to click on speak. So I believe you can hear it speak. Yeah, so it's speaking. And this is exactly what we are going to be doing today. We're going to be learning how to do all of this, how to put a picture and the likes. And you're also going to be learning how to upload it on your phone, on your Android phone, so that you can use it off the computer. So once you've logged in, the first thing you see is my project, and there's nothing here, public gallery, and my data source. So all of us are supposed to be here. And the next thing I want you all to do is very simple. Click on create new app. Once you click on create new app, it's going to bring this box for you saying project name. So once you click on project name, you type in translator application, or you can write translator app, whatever you want to do. Then the next thing, you click on category. When you click on category, you select, I would like you to click on education. Once you click on education, you come back and let it be public. Then the next thing, use the drag and drop builder. I want you to tick on this section here. So once you tick on this box here, then you click on create. So once you click on create, you'll notice it turning, it will open this beautiful window for you that is showing you all of this section. Now, this page is your editor page. And with this, we are going to be learning how to make the application I just previewed. Now, that application is a translator app, which we're going to be making, and it enables you translate whatever you're doing to different language of your choice. But I'm going to be stuck with the French language, and that is what we're going to be using today. You can see we're having two blocks at the top. This first block is called the design block, and that is exactly where we are, and it is having different buttons. Now we have different, I call these buttons because there are things that we're going to be dragging and dropping in this our phone area. Now we have but we have different components. We have the basic, we have the data, we have the input, we have the media, and we have this embed that how it should show and how you want to add beautiful and various tools to your computer, to your app, sorry. Now, the next thing is, well, I'm going to be showing you the block section. This block section is just like your Scratch application. You can see your control, you can see your logic, you can see your math, you can see your text, you can see list, you can see color and different types. But nothing is going to be showing here now because we are not going to be dragging and dropping anything here now, because the first thing you need to do is you need to come to your design section and try to place different things here. So please pay attention, because the first thing I'm going to be dragging here is this is how my phone looks like. And I'm going to be dragging and dropping a very simple thing, which is called a button. Now come over to this section here and drag this button to your screen and place it here. Now, once you place this button, you can see how it looks like. This is called button, and just like the normal button on your phone, when you want to press or to click something. And on the right-hand section of your screen, over here is where you can edit whatever you want this button to do, how you want it to look like, and the name you want it to carry. So this button will enable us to be able to translate whatever we type on the application. So I want to change whatever is written here to what translate, so that anybody using the application will understand how the application works. So this takes me to the right-hand side of my screen. And you can see this is labeled button. This is the title of the button over here. But what do you want it to preview? This button section here is what is being previewed inside of the button here. The next thing I'll do is I want to wipe off this button and make it translate. So I come over here, I click in this section and delete whatever is being typed here. And you notice that immediately I do that, this section also goes empty. The next thing I will do is to type translate. So I'll type translate. So this, immediately I did the translate, you notice that it also appeared here. So this is trying to say I can now translate, I can now press this button to translate whatever I type. But now there is no space to show me what to type. How will I do that? I come back to my component tree section here and click on type in text input rather. And this text input is the feature that enables you to be able to type whatever you want. So I drag this and I place it here, just like the way I did for the button. And immediately I did that, you see that it has given me the chance and the ability to type something. And also you can see it's, if I want to change what is written inside here, I can just come over here and change whatever I want to, but I will leave this part here so that we can be able to type whatever we want to type. Now, once you're done typing, you need to view whatever you're translating to anybody. And that will bring me back to the label section. And this label section here will enable me to show whatever I am translating. It's just like a view section. This label here is just like a view section. Now, and I explained to you what the label does on your wrapper or on different products. You see when you go over to the supermarket or to your grocery store or to wherever you want to purchase anything, the cinema and the like. Now, the label is just a view of whatever you want to get. Now I'm going to be dragging my label part here and also placing it in the phone section. Now, this we are placing it here because this is how your phone should look like. And I'm going to place my label here. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust my label, just drag. It's very simple. You just click and drag down. And I'm doing this so that in case you are typing a very long sentence, your label should be able to show you all of those. And the next thing we're going to do is to go quickly to the block section. So every one of you click on the block section here. So click on the block section. Now when you click on the block section, you are going to see this view here. And now this view here is exactly like our Scratch. Now, this here you see is your screen 1, and your label 1 is the first label you placed in. Your text input is the text input you also dragged in, and your button 1 is also the button you dragged in. All of this under the UI component, which is pronounced as the user interface component, are actually what we placed in the design section. You can see we have our label 1 here, we have our text input 1 here, and we also have our button 1 here. Now, when you go to your block section here, your block section here is going to allow you use all of these features to drag and drop your codes here. Now, the next thing we're going to do is very, very simple. We're going to be learning how to use our drag and drop section here. So we are working with the translate, the button, the text input that allows you type and preview what you want. And this label here is going to show you this like your input section, and this is your output section. And this is the translate button that will enable you to show your output here. So I go back to my block section here, and this part here is the edit section, your work area, that will allow you to drag and drop whatever you want. So the first thing I'll show you here, we have the core, and we also have the app features. So I'm going to click on the first one here that says control. Now, can you see control? Control has been selected here, and it is going to be showing you different things, just like your Scratch. You have your forever, wait 1 second, you have your if and else, you have your navigate that's to change to different screen, and you also have different things just like your Scratch. And you also have your logic, you also have your math that works like your addition and subtraction in Scratch, your text, your list, and the likes. So this one has more features than the Scratch feature because this works with your mobile application. Now, the first thing we're going to do is I want to work with my button. So whenever I click my button should be able to translate whatever I want, whatever I've typed in my type section, and show it in my label section. So I'm going to click on the button here, which you can see. Once you click on the button, it shows you different blocks of codes. Now, these blocks of code will enable us to do different things with the button. Now, because I said I want to be able to click my button, so whenever I click on my button should translate whatever I type in my text input, and it should show me the answer in my label output section. So the first thing I do, I come over to when, you can see me here, when button 1 click, you click on this and drag it and place it here. So very simple, just come over to your button here. You can see when button 1 click, you just drag it and place it here. Now I'm having to, in case you fall into this situation, all you need to do is just click on this and drag it to the waste bin or the dustbin and you release and it deletes. So that is how we do that. So for those of us that are just joining, please pay attention. Just ask your question in the chat section and Mr. Genius is going to answer you. Now, the next thing you're going to do is this. You come to your when button, one click, you drag this and place it here. Now, when I click on my button, I want whatever I test, I want my label to show whatever I text in my text input. So you come over to what? Label. So when I click on my button, I want my label to show whatever I want to whatever is in my text input. So the next thing you're going to do, the first option here, can you see the first option that says set label 1 text to label? So I'll drag this and place it, oh sorry, I'll drag this and place it inside this section here. Now it is saying set label 1 text to label, but I don't want it to be labeled here. I want whatever I type. It's a very simple block of code. So what will you do? You go to speech, you click on speech, and you see only these 3 blocks here. Then the next thing you do is you drag translation of hello from English to Spanish, and you place it here. Now, like I said, I'm working with the French. I'm not working with Spanish for today. You come over and change this, and you can see you can see lots of languages that you can actually use here, from Afrikaans down to Yiddish. So I'll be choosing French here, and I click on French. Are we using hello here? No, we're not using hello. We're using whatever you type in your text. So you come over to your text input here, and you click on your text input, and you drag this block here, text input text. You drag it and you place it inside of the hello here. You try to fit it in. It is going to go in. So once you're done with this, this is exactly the block of code we only need. So this block of code is very simple. It's saying when I click on my button, my label should show text, whatever and it should show my translation of whatever I type in from English towards French. So that is exactly what it is saying. So this is my block section, and this is the only block I need. Then I come back to my design. I click on my design here. Now my design is just showing me my label. It's showing you your text input, and it is showing you the button to translate whatever you type here into this section here. And your block of code here is going to show you the drag and drop your blocks that you actually drag and drop. Very, very, very simple. Now, the next thing we are going to do, because of time, we just come over to this part that says web preview. So I'm going to this web preview here is going to show you how your like a preview of how your application should look like on the laptop. But this one here is going to be showing you a preview of how your app will work on your phone. And this next section here is to publish and download that app that you just did. And this one is to share your block of code or your application to whoever you want to share it. So I'm going to be showing you how all of this works. So let's start from the web preview, everyone. So every one of you, please click on the web preview. Once you click on web preview, it's going to show you this. Now you can see it is showing me label, it is showing me type here, and it is showing me translate. But I don't want this label to show. So I'm going to go back to my, I'm going to go back. So just click back on this and go back to your design. And in your label, you click on your label and delete what you see here. Very simple. I don't want my label to show whenever I am working with my code. The next thing you need to do, like what we just did now, is to come back to where? To our web preview. So you click on your web preview again, and you notice that the label is gone. And how do we do this? We are going to be testing our application. So every one of you come to this part here and type a very nice word in English, and we are going to be translating it to French. I'm going to type hello here and click on translate. Now you can see it is saying bonjour. Very, very simple. It is saying bonjour. So I want to type something else. I'll say now let's see. So this is what it's saying. You are welcome to coding and robotics class. So this is the translation in French. Now I told you the one I did show you add voice. So we are going to do it very quickly. We are going to learn, we are going to what, drag a new button down here. And I'm going to change this to what? Speak. So it's just like what we did for the translate. So I'm going to make it speak. So we all should go through this quickly. I'm adding a new button. So whenever you type, whenever you translate, you should also hear the audio of how to pronounce the word that is being translated. So once we are done with that, if you do the web preview like this won't work. Why? Even if you type hello and you click on translate, this won't work. Why? Because we've not added the block of code there. So we need to come back here and click on block. When you click on block, the next thing that we are going to add is very simple. Now you see this first one is button 1. Then the second one is what? Button 2. So all you need to do is you click on button 2 and you drag this here. You drag this down here. Now look at this. We have the first one called button 1 for the translate. And we also have the second one, button 2, for the speak. So once you're done with this, the same thing we want it to do. Now we just want it to speak and say whatever is in the label. All you're going to do is come back to speech again and drag say hello and place it here. The next thing we are going to do is very simple. We need to first of all change this to what? French, because we want it to say whatever you translate in our label to French. But it shouldn't translate, it shouldn't say hello in French. It should say what is in my label here to French. So I click on my label 1 and drag label 1 text and place it inside here. Very simple. Now, if you're using an Android phone, please go to your Play Store and download Thunkable app. Very simple. Go to your Play Store and download Thunkable app. Also, for those using the iPhone or Apple device, go to your Apple Store and download Thunkable app. There's an app called Thunkable on your phone. So with that, you can actually test it You want it to show on your phone instead of you testing it the way you're testing it with the web. You can click on live test on device. Once you click on live test on device, it will bring out a box. Once you click on live test on device, it will bring out this box and it will tell you to log into your phone. Automatically, it is going to pop up on your phone. So I'm going to try it again. Live test on the device. Once you click on it, it's going to show, sorry. It will tell you to log into the Thunkable Live app on your mobile device to preview your app as you build it. So you'll make sure you log into the Google account on your phone. Please, the same Google account you use in registering your Thunkable app for today is what you're going to use to register the Thunkable app on your phone after you download it. So once you download it, it will tell you to log into your Thunkable. That's if you want to, as you're testing it and you want to test it on your phone, you just log in on the Thunkable Live app on your phone. That's the one you downloaded to preview it as you enter, as you build it. And also, if you want to download this application, you see publish and download. You click on download Android. When you click on download Android, it brings out a page like this asking you for the email address you want the app to be sent to. So this is my email address. This is the Tech Arena email address. Once I click on send, this app will be sent directly to your email address. Then you go to your email address and open the app to install on your phone. So that is how it works. So once you've done that, you get access to use the app. And because it is not a paid version, you can only download, you can see app download this month, only 2. But once you pay or once you subscribe, you can download a lot in a month. I think they have different subscription. So that is how it works. So that's it for today. And thank you for joining. Bye-bye.